Boom, we are live. Happy Sunday, everybody. Josh from Project Hondarod here. Also, go by Grey Duck Customs if you guys want to check out some fab stuff, carbon fiber work, miscellaneous project stuff. Go follow Grey Duck Customs as well. So you can see from the last time that we did a live, Honda was looking a little bit different. Working on some graphics ideas. Been doing some two-tones, some scallops, some flames. I've gone through, I don't know, about 10 rolls of tape at this point. And what I'm going with is going to be something fairly basic, I think. I don't want to overdo the graphics on the car. So you can see what we're kind of going for. I did mount a NACA duct in the lower quarter panel here. So that's going to turn into a fresh air intake scoop for the engine. That'll be pretty cool. And today we are going to take off the quarter panels and we're going to start investigating the rear door hinges. Right now the doors do not open as far as I would like them to open. As you can see, there's a fairly narrow path of entrance there. So one of the things I'm going to do is move the mirrors from being body mounted to being door mounted. And so I'm just kind of taking a second to mock up some metal bracketry there, a little bit of modeling clay. And this will end up being attached to the door one way or another. I think that'll be a little bit easier for people to get in and out of. So, and again, we're going to redesign the door hinge so the door opens a little bit more 90 degrees than it is right now. So I was weighing some body panels the other day. So if you guys are curious about what Hondarod actually weighs, there we go. The hood is 21 pounds. The trunk is 13. Each one of the doors is 23.6 on the money. I don't know how that's even possible to make two doors exactly the same weight side to side. The entire nose is 47. So the only thing I don't have a weight on at this point is the rear quarter panels. So yeah, if you guys keeping track, there's your numbers. And this was a fairly heavy fiberglass construction. I've done this multiple times, but I have no problem hitting the car with a baseball bat. It's totally fine. So anyway, let's get going here. I'm going to take the roof off real quick, get that out of the way, and we're going to get the other rear quarter panel taken off so I can show you guys what that weighs, and it's going to be a surprise for all of us. So I'm going to get the camera mounted up here for a second and then get some tools and we'll get fabbing. Max 656, how you doing? Happy Sunday, my friend. I'm going to take the rear quarter panel off the Hondarod. This car was designed to be modular because I was planning on servicing the car over and over again. I wanted to make my life very easy. So you see, this roof is kind of a work in progress right now. Stand that up next to the bench here. So this is going to be a very easy quarter panel removal. Trunk comes off. So what I've got going on the rear quarter panels here. Yo soy, muy bonito. Eddie FN, happy Sunday, my friend. So what I got going on here is there are a couple of fasteners in the actual rear of the car. I've got a hood hinge holding the back on. And then there are a couple fasteners on the side of the car as well. And then this whole quarter panel assembly basically comes right off. So it shouldn't take more than a couple minutes to get her off here, and we can get a weight on this. There goes the NACA dog. All right, there's our 6 fasteners out. So we should be fairly loose at this point. I know I do need to get a pair of wire cutters here to cut the license plate light eventually here. And if I remember, this just comes straight up. Forgot I got some duct tape, racer tape sitting here. The body panels do rattle just a little bit, so I was trying to keep that rattle down at one point. That will again be on the upgrade menu for the season here. We're going to make the body not rattle as much as when it's driving around the road, you know what I mean? As fun as that is. So, oh, that's right, my taillight harness. There we go. We've got ourselves the entire rear quarter panel. Comes off that easy. Pretty cool, huh? I think it's pretty cool. So what we got going on here, you can see the Honda Civic EG rear strut towers. You can see we've got a massive, massive muffler underneath the back. That actually goes all the way across to the other side too. So you can see just how wide that muffler is. Pretty crazy, huh? So, yeah, you can see behind here now. This is all front-wheel drive Honda EG Civic suspension. So you can see the steering rack is still in there. It's just been locked out. Got a set of the Skunk 2 Pro ST coilovers in there. This uses stock upper and lower control arms at the moment. And then the axles were a combination of Civic EG and new Civic, like D17 style, because of the transmission that is in the car. So, like I said, what we're doing is taking a look at this door hinge. So it's not very fancy. This was a prototype door hinge, and it was kind of done a little bit faster than it probably should have been done. So that's going to get fixed. We're going to change the geometry on that just a little bit. So there you go. And again, our engine's going to be coming out very, very, very soon. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for that, because I'm looking extremely forward to where that's going to come. And without further ado, let's get a scale out and weigh this body. What do you guys say? And I can get the weight totals on everything and do a quick little math. See what the whole body weighs for the car. I hope my scale goes up high enough for this. I guess I'm hoping it does. I think it should. Get our 0 here. Kevlar all over the place. All right. didn't work very good. All right, scale liked me that time. Scale didn't like me the first time. All right, there's our reference. Let's see what we got here. You're sitting right at 31 pounds and 2 ounces. So we're going to multiply that by 2. We're going to pretend that the left and right are equal on that one. So we can take our list here and add in there we go. Sorry, just adjusting the camera a second. There goes an aqueduct. Rear quarters 31 lb. And I'm just going to pretend that they're each the same. 31 lb. Okay, for a grand total, we got 31, 31, we got 62, we got 47, 23, so that's 70, we got 23 and 13, 36, 21, 31 and 20, 36 and 21, we're dealing with 57, 62 and 70, 132, 57 and 132 be 189. Is that right? Does that check out, everybody? Let's redo this math, huh? 21, 13, so we're dealing with 34 plus 23 and a 6, 57, 80, 130, 160, 190. Yeah, that's about right. Boom. 190 pounds is what the whole body weighs for my whole car. So that's pretty all right. I will take it. I will take it, I will take it, I'll take it. Everybody keeps talking about doing full carbon fiber on the Hondarod, and I'm just not convinced that it's actually necessary. Like I said, the body only weighs 190 pounds for all the parts, so I don't know if it's worth spending a bunch of money and making molds just to save a little bit of weight. Would it be awesome? Yes, it would be very, very awesome, but I don't know if it's worth it. I do not remember what size hardware we used on this. It is bigger than a 17 millimeter. All right, that's cool. Let's see what we got on the bottom. Yep, bigger than a 17 mil. 3/4 is the ticket. 3/4 is the ticket. Fun when you build a car and 4 years later you go to take it apart and you can't remember what size anything was. 7/8, 3/4. Let's see if I can find my wrench here. has to be pretty close. Don't you love it when you put something very, very easy to find and then you misplace said very, very easy to find thing? Oh, it's all good. It's a very casual Sunday afternoon here. I feel like there's a little bit more progress I would have. A little bit more progress that I would have liked to make this last week, but part of the rebuild process here is going through and changing up the wire harness, changing up the gauges, changing up the steering column. So there's a lot of parts that I've had to reorder and respec out and make parts list for, and you got to do that at some point or another. So I just decided to get it out of the way right away. Come on. Been a long time since I had this baby apart. I'm going to need a hammer for that one. She is kind of stuck. Baby Wenda, how you doing? Happy Sunday, fun day. Found my wrench though, that's pretty cool. Dun-da-da. Whew. Well, that don't look pretty at all. Let me grab the phone here and take you guys to the other side of the car here. Somebody's puppy outside is not having fun. They must want some treats. I can hear them barking. Where's the puppy treats? Where's the puppy treats? Okay. So there we are, naked again, huh? This is becoming a popular thing here with the project. So you can see what's going on here. I basically made a makeshift steel bracket, and initially it was just one of these, and I realized very, very, very quickly that that was not going to support the door anywhere near enough. So I added another bracket, gusseted, full welded them. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it was functional. And sometimes that's what prototypes are, is functional. So now we're going to try to make it look a little bit prettier. You can see that the roll bar here has about another inch, let's just call that, between where this is currently mounted and where the roll bar is. So I think what I might do is I might cut this whole, looks like a 1x2, 1x2 1/4, something like that. I might cut this whole area out here and just start over. I think that's the best option at this point. Sometimes that's the way to go, unfortunately. And like I said, the angle is also wrong. So I think what I'm going to end up needing to do, let's see if I can find a template here, is right now you can kind of see the angle of this hinge. So as it moves, boom, boom, right? So what I think I need is something more like this, where the cut is actually higher for more clearance, if that makes sense. So something like that. That way when it opens up, it can go further before it bottoms out on the body where this bottoms out. I think that's the game plan. I think. And again, it's all prototype, it's all one of a kind, so the best you can do is kind of guesstimate and then come up with a game plan. So what I'll probably end up doing here is keeping the bottom section of this, cutting out the top section of this, and then I can use that bottom section as a reference point in terms of how to design this new hinge. I don't think I'm going to need to move the pickup point. I think it's just going to need to be a new hinge. Hopefully that's the case, but you can see what's going on there. It's pretty wild. So yeah, anyway guys, that's going to be my Sunday live video. Just kind of giving you an update on the car. Like I said, there's not a whole ton of fab work that's been done in the last week. A lot of the stuff I've been doing is planning, preparation, parts ordering. And like I said, I feel terrible about, you know, not having hands-on wrench time as much as I wanted, but at the same point in time, we got to get parts ordered if we're going to change things out, right? So anyway, thanks for sticking along here on a wonderful Sunday afternoon. And Project Hondarod, over and out. I will catch you guys next time.